sir.
Hey, we in this. All right, man. For all the folks, kiddos,
All right.
kiddies
What's
back
going
home,
on, fellas?
man, everybody is super excited. I am your one of the hosts here, Aaron Hunter, also known as A Hun, the number one Shogun in the building. Y'all lucky I ain't got my Shogun from what is that? Barry Gordy's Last Dragon. I do have that on sound, but right now I
Show
don't.
enough.
Man, you already know. Man, we got OE in the building.
Yes, sir. Listen up. Listen up. A lot of people know me as Omar. A lot of people know me as OE. You can just know me as your favorite shit talker from RC Projects. You feel me?
Man.
Here live in rotation. One of the working parts of this triumvirate that we're gonna be talking shit with. You know, we got the chief, the mastermind, the architect of chaos himself.
Hey,
but I'm
let's
gonna let
go.
him know. Let him introduce himself first and foremost, because only the man himself can speak on himself. Take it away, sir.
Appreciate that, King. Yeah, you already know who it is. Your boy Chief Chris, you know what I'm saying? Representing that C.D.B, you know what I'm saying? Podcast, you know what I'm saying? We out here live in effect. You know, we out here. We just ready to take you out on a podcast journey, you know what I'm saying? I hope y'all just sit back.
C.D.B, we all we got, baby.
Man, they don't even understand what's happening.
I hope y'all got your drinks poured, your blunts rolled and everything, because we
already
to get
know.
this shit
all
popping.
those
my shit is kind of a little bit
all those things. I'm out here with some Burger King though. Shameless plug. They ain't paying me though. I just had to crunch that down. Okay, bet.
It's funny because he represented He said Marcy Projects, and you pull out the BK cup.
Man, you know, OE here with me in spirit, bro.
Of course, you see me.
Oh
you see me?
man,
I got that. Something as you can see is blurred out. It's just something unknown.
Reason. Blurred out for a reason.
Something unknown in there.
Fellas, it feels good to do this, man. I'm glad that we were able to actually link up. I know we've been talking about this for quite some time, really trying to get this so organized. And then even I know there are times where all of us kind of feel like it's still not organized well enough. But this is only the beginning. So, fellas, how y'all doing? How was everything? Now that we're into what, man? What is this, day 24 of Black History Month? How y'all feeling?
Well, I feel blessed, man. I feel blessed, man. Like you said, we've been trying to get this shit going on for a while now. We've been talking, we've been in the works of just, working out all the kinks and finding out our brand and everything, how we want to go ahead and present ourselves to the public and everything. So, like you said, just to piggyback off what you said, I'm just glad that we're actually now live in effect and we're just on the ball rolling, and the sky's the limit. Fuck that, space is the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Absolutely,
man. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, y'all are gonna be shocked, appalled. Y'all gonna laugh.
Maybe kind of, sort of.
Maybe kind of, sort of. Respectfully, gonna be appalled. Trust and believe.
Respectfully, queens and kings. Respectfully.
Yes, please. Take everything we say with a grain of salt, but also best believe we are telling you the truth.
Possibly
allegedly.
All the time. 66% of the time. No,
yes,
actually 90%. 0.5.
So I see this right here.
It all depends on the amount of shit they put out that we cut off.
I see this conglomerate right here of three extraordinary gentlemen right here. Myself, the chief, and of course Shogun. This is the new world order of podcasting right now.
Man, think about it like King Ghidorah. If Ghidorah just came out of the slumber, and then it's
the three-headed monster of this shit.
Man.
We're just a couple minutes into it, and already we talking our shit.
Man,
and we're gonna continue to talk our shit because we can.
It's so fun. Well, let's get into it.
Since we talking shit,
let's get into it. We might as well get started. I know everybody like, nigga, I don't know, y'all.
You ain't gotta know us. You're gonna love us though.
Yeah,
you ain't gotta know us. You're gonna love us though.
Oh, impatient month.
Hit us with stuff. What we got? What we covering first, baby?
Man, so I think where most people start, Bobby's home. You know,
Yes,
uh,
yes.
the hat touchdown. I saw it break into the atmosphere, just like Thor's hammer. So
Indeed, indeed.
man, I think it landed in his hand after he got off the PJ with Quavo. That's what I
Most
saw.
definitely.
I don't know if anybody else saw that. It touched down, like airspace was
shit.
jacked up. That's why they had to pick him up in the jet. Because if it would have broke international airspace, man, somebody would have got. It would have been.
You know something real
Yeah.
quick, not to cut you off, but I was reading something that they were saying like how Quavo was actually like cool with Bobby and everything before that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so is that true or not? Like, I've never heard or known anything about that.
What's that?
About
in regards to-
Quavo basically being cool with Bobby before the whole incident, or at least while he was in prison.
Well, they're all signed. They're all signed to Epic.
Oh, okay.
All right, that makes
So-
sense.
That there you go. The Epic Connect. You know. So
Yeah, I really.
okay.
I
that
didn't know.
alone.
I didn't know where that link was coming from, and then there's other people are like, no, they were cool, and then like, man, nah.
Yeah.
So it's just it makes sense if they're on the same label. And then I know that Quavo, what's the name of their label?
QC.
QC. So
Yeah.
I don't know, what that entails. Does that mean that we might actually see, either
Collaboration.
Bobby or yeah, of course.
I
you might
don't
see a
think we're gonna
collaboration.
see Bobby on QC. Nah, I don't think
Yeah.
we're gonna see that because they're under the umbrella of Epic. But I
not
do
at
see
least
a lot of
not at least-
collaborations coming down
Yeah.
the pipeline, of course.
Yeah.
And then him and Rowdy coming home. That's a New York holiday, right? Today is a New York holiday. Yesterday was just a zoo. I
Oh
see
yeah,
everybody
I know.
posting
New York was probably
everything.
crazy.
And then on the flip side, you check Twitter, it's a whole different story.
Man,
The first
okay.
picture
So
that you see,
please tell me
first
what
pic-
happened.
yes,
Please
the
tell me
first
what
picture
happened.
that you see is Bobby and 3 women not of color, which I've seen them in a picture before with these women, but
Right. So
Twitter does what Twitter's gonna do,
I mean,
and
everybody should
immediately
yeah, that's stupid to me.
everybody's
Dog.
gonna have their own opinions.
But at the end of the day, if y'all happy that he's home, just be happy that he's home.
Exactly. No, they want him to be home
1,000%.
under within their set of circumstances. Oh, he has to have a black queen next to him. We don't know anything that was going on in his life at this moment.
Right.
But the first thing that Twitter does, which is what Twitter always does, is they speculate. Oh,
Absolutely.
why is he doing this? Why is he doing that? Listen, just be glad that the hat touched down and
Yeah.
is going to be Gucci again. We're going to get some good music, some great music. This summer is going to be his summer. I predict that it's going to be his summer.
Oh, that's a big
especially
prediction.
in New York.
That's okay. So
him
you
and
saying,
Rowdy.
are you
That is
saying
New
definitely
York?
a
That's
big
going to be his
prediction
summer.
right there.
yeah. So are we saying just
Because
in
I'm
the
gonna tell you-
region?
First episode, I'm going to go.
Yo,
right
you are
that-
wilding already. All right.
Yes, sir.
So
We got
hang
to.
on. I got.
First
so
of
I gotta
all,
put. I gotta put.
I already got the
fire.
call.
I'm writing
I
it
already
down
got
in
the
a
call.
notepad.
No, I gotta put your feet
Please
to the
do.
fire, man. It is already, bruh, the 24th of
Listen,
February. So
listen. Summertime, you gonna get that music, and when you get that music, you already know you're gonna see. You'll see
okay.
the first wild take of the podcast.
Yes,
sent by me,
trust
yours
me, we
truly,
will hold
OE.
you to this. Look, we will send you to the gulag,
Yeah.
i.e., Twitter, if this is incorrect.
Listen, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there with
Don't-
Tim's on.
Nah, bro.
Be there
you
with
better
Tim's
make sure-
on.
This is Shogun. Shogun, you ain't even lying because I already written down the pad, and so like it's already a fact.
Man, you see what I'm saying?
24th, Bobby is going. This is gonna be Bobby's summer.
So look,
we
gotta
gonna be on
believe
this. No, we gonna be.
Do y'all? I mean,
Chris,
just
hold
by
on.
the.
hold on. I need it even more. Like, I need you to almost like, if you're gonna hang it up there, bro, I need
we
you.
got to.
I need you to like hang it up there with like.
This is like the one of the most anticipated projects coming out. This Bobby.
I understand.
Bobby
that.
out of
understand.
prison. He
I
gave you
understand
Bobby,
that.
bitch. He gave you computers. He gave you all of that before he went. So now he's gonna have major backing. Everybody in the fucking game is gonna get into it. Bobby is a hot commodity right now. So trust and believe. This summer is gonna be Bobby's summer.
All right, my guy. Here's what I'm asking.
Let's go.
And whoo, now you already said, and you done went out on the ledge, bro. You
I got
there,
to
out there, like you on the plank, my guy.
Let's go.
So you
Blindfolded.
are
and
you
Tim's
saying
on.
that he's going to own the summer, like the
Yes.
entire summer, not just like
talking-
regionally? It's like,
Oh no. Wait, listen. It's gonna be a New York summer.
okay,
But listen, but you already know, the Underdraker is out there, but we're waiting on him.
got
That's
it.
a different topic.
Yeah,
That's
see?
that's a different topic. But we got to talk about tiers right here. Leagues like Bobby's got that drill scene.
Oh, okay, all right.
You understand?
You know what? If we're gonna put him in tiers, then I definitely see where you're coming from with saying that Bobby have like one of the biggest comeback summers. He could have one of the potentially, you know what I'm saying? This is all depending on like what way he's worked on, like the sound, how it's gonna fit and everything.
Right. This is New York's version of waiting for Jordan to step back onto the court right here.
You know what? Honestly, like may God bless his dad, you know what I'm saying? But like this would like
Shogun looking at me crazy. I know, bro.
Pop would have been alive right now. If Pop would have been alive right now with Bobby,
do you hear that collab?
Oh, Pop Smoke.
God,
do you hear that collab?
Like, you know what I'm saying? So like just, you know,
of course,
rest in peace to Pop. But like
you know,
but like that collab right there would have been so epic.
I would say this. You know what I do want to see now with what I would consider to be like now, do Bobby and Rowdy do drill? Because I'm not familiar with, like, I'm just now getting into like
Bobby was the antithesis of drill music. He was the beginning of it.
Got you.
Yeah.
They're the root of drill music in New York.
All right. So
and then you got your Pops, then you got your Fabios, then you got everything else.
I like that. So here's what I would actually like to see a lot more of, which we really didn't see that much of it last year. Save with like maybe like one or two times where you have like a UK grime meets like the New York drill scene, because it's pretty much almost like I find a lot of similarities. So I was actually listening to, what was it? It was the track with Pop Smoke, Skepta, and Cudi.
Okay.
And I was like, I would like to hear this more, because I actually, you know, for obvious reasons, they couldn't have that much Pop Smoke on the Cudi album, because it was such a small sample size that was there. I think that could have been a much better, like it was a good sample size,
a bigger song, a bigger track,
yeah.
But on another note,
it could have been a bigger moment.
Absolutely.
On another note,
because honestly, like, you know, and it's crazy. I swear, after we get done with this, I'll screenshot and show you guys my title recent playlist. I was just listening to the Man on Moon 3 today, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm just listening to that shit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
I commend you, brother, because Kid Cudi ain't my speed. But
man, if you don't get out of
more power to you,
bro.
More power to you, but he ain't my speed. But any suggestions that you guys have for music, I'm gonna write that shit down, and I'm gonna get to it.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a little bit. Yeah, we'll get to that in a little bit.
Yeah, but yeah, to go back to like you were saying, you know, about Bobby, and you know what I'm saying, and the whole Pop and the Skepta song and the UK drill movement. So that's basically, so you want to see more of that coming up in this?
Yeah,
this
I would like to see, because I think really, if we're looking at newer artists that have made that like leap across the pond where they've been able to pull some of those bigger artists over, has been like ASAP. You've seen because ASAP and Skepta are real cool. You've also seen like Drake, but probably not as like, I'll jump on your album, you jump on my album type deal, back forth.
Oh no, the Drake stimulus package, that's very, very limited.
And you'll see that. Me? Whereas like, if you look at ASAP and Skepta, they have been on like multiple songs on multiple albums with each other.
Yes.
And
but is it just me? And I'm sorry to cut you off. Is it just me, or do I see some resentment between the UK faction of drill and the US? Like
kind of. Kind of.
That's what I'm
see
trying.
it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of seeing
You
that.
know what though? And I'm gonna tell you the reason why I feel like I understand where the UK members are coming from, because like I wasn't hip to the UK drill, you feel me? But like if you really look at the dates and everything and go back, they was out there doing that shit a lot before, you know what I'm saying? It came to the New York scene and everything like that. So, I can understand some resentment from them.
Yeah. And yeah, no, that's where I think you're right. To where there might be like that there's a huge disconnection. We can see that
Yes,
there's
of
a
course
huge
that.
disconnect.
But my thing, I personally, I blame, the stealer of styles. I can call him, the Shang Tsung of the game.
Man, who?
Drake.
Yeah,
I blame
all
that
right.
on Drake.
Yeah, let's
That
go.
he's the Shang Tsung of this game.
Oh,
Like,
fam.
he's gonna take whatever from wherever. And listen, I can say this, and y'all are gonna kill me for it. But I am a Drake fan.
Yeah.
I like the way he does the music.
I'm a Drake fan too.
I don't like his
Right.
antics or the way that he does other things, but as a music, he's top tier. He's not in my top 5 by no means, but he's up there. And the more he adds to his legacy, the more we're gonna see people say, "Oh, he's in my top 5." I understand with the ghostwriting and everything that can
that's not even, that doesn't even
that
play a
can
part
go
for me
into
for
a
the
whole nother
ghostwriting.
realm.
The thing is, like for me to put him in my top tier, like as a top tier artist, he is a top tier artist. But is he my top tier rapper? It's a big difference.
Oh no.
No, he doesn't.
There's
write
two
his own
different
rhymes.
things.
You know what I'm saying? So that's
Right.
where I feel like that
Yo.
the discussion for me is
Never.
different.
No.
Of course.
I agree with you. For me, I just think that anybody, like, you're a great artist, but in regards to an MC, like, that person, writes their own bars. Like, we just I grew up in that time frame where it's like, if you are an artist, yeah, of course you can find like things and you can have certain people come in and help you write a track or a song or whatever. But if it's like overall, which again, I think most of this stuff is just like speculation. So I don't know how much he actually writes or who writes for him or who he writes for. So
in all actuality, we don't know what goes on in these studio sessions.
I really don't. But like,
to anybody,
yeah,
I don't care if you're from.
hard.
I don't care if you're from Ice Cube to Jay-Z. We do not know if you got 6 or 7 people in there that y'all are just vibing.
Yeah.
And somebody says something nice.
Yeah.
Ooh,
so I can't really.
I'm gonna use that.
I can't really kill him for that.
I'm not, but lyricists are a different breed, and they're very finicky and they're very picky. And somebody comes and is doing what I'm doing, and with the love that I have for this game and this craft, they're gonna feel a certain way.
Well,
and
yeah.
Especially with the money that the man's getting, he's good. That hate is real. The more money you make, the more hate you get.
Right. Well, you can look at, side note, you can look at how people look at Elon Musk, right? Or Jeff Bezos. I mean, I look at Jeff Bezos a lot differently than I look at Elon Musk, but I still only know so much about Elon, right? South African dude. Money came from family, but then he also created like a bunch of different things. So like founded what was PayPal and the way that PayPal is used. So you have that. And then
that's crazy how you can make a $1 billion company and sell it and be like, nah, I'm off that.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm off that. I want to go over here. I want to go
over here and go make some spaceships and shit.
But then you look at like somebody like Jeff Bezos.
You got money to do that shit, my man. You can do that shit.
Yeah,
yo. Like,
you can.
That's great.
Like,
yeah,
bro.
Like, yo, listen, like, I'm good. I'm done with that. Like, I'm
yeah,
gonna go make some more money somewhere else.
So like you look at Bezos. Bezos is more like, I'm gonna use all the people underneath me so that I can become the richest man in the world. And like, even though I cheated on my wife and she gets whatever she gets in a settlement, I don't even flinch.
No. I'm sorry. You said whatever she gets. This bro got half of $1 billion.
But he still made more money. I think.
And he got it. He said,
got it right
don't worry
back.
about that. I'm gonna flip this and get that right back.
I feel like fam got it back.
Go ahead, leave.
fam got it
Yo,
back.
he didn't
Can
even-
we
he
just
didn't
give
say
it up?
nothing.
Yo, real quick, like, can we just give it up to a black king like Dr. Dre, who said that bitch ain't getting that?
No,
Bro, I
but
still
see,
I'm
I
still trying to figure
understand
out
him,
what's going on
but at
with
the
that.
same time,
I mean, Dr. Dre got
he's
a
letting
bill
that shit
too,
get
you
to
know what
him.
I'm saying? Like, she could have took that nigga for a bill, like, but
she's
you know what I
trying to,
mean?
bro. What you mean?
Yeah,
She's
see,
trying
But it
to.
ain't happen. It ain't happen. It's a black king who had success with that. So let's give it up for him.
Could you
But
imagine
I still don't know.
if he would have died in that room? You know, more prayers to him and all of that. But
Bro,
she done got that. She done got that.
She was waiting. She was
trying to kill him.
Yo, I think that real talk. How did he like get to a point to where he had? I think somebody put a hit out on him. Like,
no, she did.
And that nigga, and that nigga Dre said, "Fuck that! I ain't going nowhere. Y'all niggas ain't getting that." Nigga said,
bro. Nah, man, that's wild.
I'm still here. I'm still here. Still standing.
That's
still
so
strong.
Wild. But yeah, no, the whole point I was trying to tie in with Bezos is like, you know, people kind of look at Drake like him more so than they look at Drake as Elon. And what I mean by that is like some people on the outside in just kind of look at like how he maybe has people that may or may not be underneath him. So I think most of this is just hearsay, but the perception looks like this. They view him not as like someone that's innovative. There might be some people that do, because like there's just a whole bunch of people that rock with Drake. But I think there's more people than there are in that realm that I just specified, like people that think that he's innovative. He's like the Elon Musk of hip hop, right? Or rap or whatever's going on right now.
I would say more Jeff Bezos than
yeah, that's what I think. I think that people look at him that way. So it's like, yeah, he did a whole, like, you know, he's rich or he's like reached the pinnacle of whatever he's doing in his field, but he like did something. But I don't really know what it is that like
that's why I
people
call him
just
Shang
don't
Tsung,
like.
because the point of the matter is that he takes your style and does it better and makes more money off of it.
Right.
So now you're sitting here and let's say you're the originator of a style.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he comes in steamrolling with the whole 18-wheeler and polishes up everything. Then when he leaves, you try to put something out, you sound like Drake.
You know what's crazy though? But like how you said, like he come through and take everybody's style and polish it and make it better, right? I don't think at any point in Drake's career has he ever been crowned like a top shelf lyricist. You know what I'm saying? Like
no, that's not
like,
the point.
Or at least the best lyricist around.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where the only
that's
thing
a different topic.
That's why for me, like you got other people, you know what I'm saying, like who like, all right, let's just go ahead and just use Ja Rule, for instance, right?
Right.
When he first came out with his first album, right?
Let's see what Ja Rule got to think about this.
Yeah, you know, I'm looking at you funny.
Somebody
Right
get Ja Rule on the phone.
He was on some lyrical street shit, you feel me, when he first came out, you know what I'm saying? Then he switched up his flow and started doing it with the singing and all the whole extra shit, you know what I'm saying, for the ladies, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So now, boom, but like, there was never a point, and at that point when Ja Rule was coming out, you know what I'm saying, and during those times, like that's why he was featured on the cover with Jay-Z and with DMX, you know what I'm saying, because Ja Rule was considered a top lyricist at that point, you feel me?
That's debatable.
Point, you know,
all right,
that's
so
what
he was.
that's what I'm saying.
So,
there was never
but they were trying to create Murder Inc.
Consider of top lyricists.
Right.
They were trying to create Murder Inc. Well, what they were
Murder
really
Inc.
trying to create.
Created at that point.
No. But it started off as a group, as a super group. Because remember, Biggie was trying to create the commission.
Yeah. It was as X, Jay-Z and Rule.
And Charlie Baltimore. Because remember, they were going to. She was part of it for a little second. If you blink, you'll miss it.
The original Murder Inc.?
Yes. If you blink, you'll miss it.
Okay.
Oh, do you remember that song, There's No Need, by with Nas? The whole nine, where he sits standing on that podium.
Charlie Baltimore's first album
was there.
Only album I can know about.
Bro, I don't remember.
What they were trying to create was they couldn't create the commission with Biggie. So they said, all right, that was all part of Irv Gotti was actually working for at that moment. I'm going back. So they couldn't create it there. So they went their separate ways. And then they said, let's try this again.
Right.
With X, with Ja, and with Jay. because they've been trying to get a super group together with Jay-Z for some reason. I don't understand why.
Well, even
man, they knew.
They cleared.
But you can't have him carry you throughout the whole album, bro.
Huh?
Yeah.
They're more. He was gonna be doing most of the lyrical legwork anyway, and Jay-Z
was going to carry the group.
Yeah. X was gonna get there. Hey, X was gonna get there when the crack smoke, dissipated.
Wait, when was this like? Bro. Was this like at the height of DMX? So. Was this the height of DMX?
No, he was on it. He was on his rise. He was on the way up.
Oh, bro, no! Like, see,
he was on the way up. He wasn't the star that he was supposed to be.
Man, DMX
was already established. He was already established. Yo, bro, you from New York, so you should know.
I know this.
Listen, I am on the street and everything.
Like, a little bit of my bias is from Marcy Projects, but this is what I'm telling you that in my opinion,
that's what it is.
He would have carried that.
Is J.O. King?
He should be yours.
I just want to let anybody in New York know if I ever want to come visit and I can't come visit because E is over here wilding.
No, listen, my New York contingency, they're gonna agree with all of this.
Okay.
They're gonna agree with all of this.
Oh, they're gonna come tell us, trust me. Oh yeah. My goodness.
I'm serious.
No, people are gonna be in the comments.
X was on his way up. Ja was already there. And Jay was Jay at that point. He wasn't pinnacle Jay like we see now, like Super Saiyan Jay that we see now.
Of course not,
But at that point in time, I think that would have been Jay's crowning moment. Yes, he would have.
He wouldn't have carried that group. Hell
no. You don't think so?
He couldn't have. Hell no, bro.
That was after Volume 3.
Huh?
That was after Volume 3.
But that's what I'm saying. At that moment, all Jay had was just like his swag and everything for like the Rockefeller thing.
Was already established.
He wasn't a really top shelf platinum selling artist at that moment. Like,
but he was one of the top lyricists in the game at that moment.
That crack, but like, nah.
He was one of the top lyricists at the time.
And they came with 2 platinum selling joints in 1 year. What you talking about, Mo?
Bro, in my opinion, X wrote that first album. Of course not, but that's hip hop, that's history. But in my opinion, for X's rollout, he came out first album incredibly fire. And then he's like, I'm not gonna let this wave stop. So I'm gonna throw out the second album the same year.
Here's my.
If you'd have waited, I don't think the hype would have been that
man,
much.
Listen,
but everybody was just waiting.
Have you seen that video where X is in he's in some European country where he is literally playing like a crowd of like 110,000 people? It looked like
that was during the first album rollout.
Man,
and that was Glastonbury.
I
Glastonbury festival.
Yeah, that festival looks crazy. Which, by the way, we need to hit that up one time.
Eventually.
I don't think I've ever seen. Like, I don't know what Summer Jam. I've never been to a Summer Jam. I've always wanted to go to a Summer Jam. Y'all know Summer Jam way better.
Lots of women, lots of weed, lots of fighting, and you can barely hear the music.
Yeah,
don't forget the drinks, nigga. Don't forget.
Oh yeah, but you getting lit either way.
Well, that's great.
You can barely hear the music, and you're gonna have the time of your fucking life.
Yeah, see, I wanted to go. Never been really to a Summer Jam, but if I had to pick between a New York like event, I was more so inclined to go to something like Rock the Bells. So like that's where I wanted to go because like
Rock the Bells, the lineup is always different compared to Summer Jam. Summer Jam is more of like a rowdy,
the hottest.
And that's okay. I totally understand that. Like
Rock the Bells is like more like a prestigious like platform. But go ahead, bro.
Yeah, no, I was just saying like when it comes to like hip hop or anything around the culture of us, I've wanted to be more so like the thought provocative, like I want to enjoy it versus like I'm here just to spaz out, like be like flushed by 5 hours in, and then this is like a whole weekend thing, but I got to recover the next day and we got to find our way back because there ain't no campsites at like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I need to at least.
I can tell you one thing:
Yeah.
Summer Jam isn't what it used to be. It's not.
Well,
Summer Jam 2000, 2001, 2002. That was the height.
Nah. Even after that, bro. What's the last Summer Jam you been to?
2007.
All right. See, I went to one, and I think I probably like. If I'm not mistaken, it's like 17 or 18. It's one of those years, like last 2 or 3. 3 years or better. You know what I'm saying? But I know I went there. It was the one that had Cardi B, A Boogie. He was on the lineup. Fucking Chris Brown, Trey Songz. It was a crazy lineup.
Yeah, see, so that seems more so for like the
younger
mixy,
generation.
Yeah, like the mixy crowd, like the crowd that just
I was there.
Yeah, I just want to say, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get out here and see what's cracking.
They had a Biggie tribute anniversary there.
I remember that one. I saw that one.
Matter of fact, that was what year did Prodigy die?
Prodigy died
18.
3 years ago. 3 years ago.
In 2018, right?
Yes.
It's gonna be 3 years, right?
Who did?
It was 2018.
Prodigy of Mobb Deep.
Yeah.
But that's the year that that went because
rest
that
in
was
peace, Pete, please. Rest in peace,
Bandana
Pete.
Because right before that, he had performed at another show, and that's when he passed away that same week. I had seen one of Prodigy's last performances. That's a fact. They performed Joey Badass, like Jadina. I'm remembering the lineup now more.
But
yeah.
Let's see. So
hang on. We gotta pull it back because we went all the way out.
We went all the way left.
I remember we were talking about Josh. So what I'll need is whoever was trying to bring in Ja Rule, and I need you to come back. So we need to see.
To be honest with you, we came off of this from Bobby, so we went.
Way left. I understand this. I'm just trying to figure out because we were talking about this.
What's this about Ja Rule again, though?
Huh?
What's this about Ja?
We got to call Ja Rule, see what he thinks about the situation. That's what we got to do.
Where's Ja?
Who gives a fuck about what Ja thinks at a time like this?
No,
I give a fuck about what Ja's doing.
Oh my goodness! So you was one of those 50 people at that concert, huh?
He was fleecing. He was selling tickets for Ja.
Listen, now I wasn't at that concert, but I'm one of them niggas that advocate for Ja all day. Like
listen, bro.
Chris was selling tickets.
Ja was holding it down.
Hey, Chris was
I'm
booking.
going on record, and this is live. I'm going on record saying that Ja Rule was at one point was king and shit. Like he was on top of his game, and
then what happened?
And all his albums was fire even after that. That Are You Ellie, I bought.
I just need you to let me know what happened afterwards. I just need you to let me know what happened afterwards.
Man,
2 quarters came through and crushed the buildings.
No,
ain't nobody turned their backs on it.
It was a mix.
This motherfucker couldn't stop singing. Yeah. Stop the fucking singing and give me something that I can listen to. Don't let this motherfucker come in here.
You talking about Drake? But you talking about Drake?
Yeah, stop, bro. You can't sit here.
What you mean?
You can't do that.
You can't do that.
No. There's a difference. When it's time for war, like 50 brought war to his door.
Yeah, but it was also simultaneously coming around. It literally came around the same time that Murder Inc. was being like,
investigated.
Yeah, they were being investigated, bro.
They was on some fatty,
dude. Like
Suge Knight was getting investigated. The whole of Death Row was getting investigated. You didn't hear Pac.
But Ja had all his shit shut down, my nigga. Like, yo,
my guy, Pac lost his life or lives in Cuba. Whatever folks think. It's one of the two. So he either
allegedly,
even though Clap Back was like a platinum, it still won't go. Like Clap Back was a hit. New York was platinum, my nigga. Like, what you talking about? He was clapping at 50.
But at the same time,
with the juggernaut at that time.
He did not properly. First of all, you don't ever, and this is gonna anger you.
Oh, let's go.
This is gonna anger you. What I'm gonna say.
I'm just here.
Ja made one fatal mistake.
Nah, real talk. If Ja Rule wasn't the only artist selling for Murder Inc., and he had other artists selling for Murder Inc., then
Facts.
it would have been a different
Yo,
story.
let me ask you a
Yeah,
question.
facts.
50
Was
had
you really
20,
waiting for a
he
Black
had
Tie
fucking
album?
Shady. Like that was the only juggernaut that was going
Yeah,
against everybody. Like
well, here's the thing too, because
I just want to know, Chris,
stop
was you
playing.
waiting for a
I
Black?
still fuck with Ja.
You was waiting for a Black Tie album? No, none of y'all niggas, none of y'all motherfuckers was checking for that.
No, I wasn't
None of y'all
checking for-
motherfuckers was
I
checking
Bro.
for that.
Black
Don't
Tie.
hit me with the
I wasn't waiting
bullshit.
for Cadillac Tie. I wasn't waiting for none of them niggas.
You wasn't waiting for
I w-
none of that.
yo,
You wasn't
but
waiting.
that's the
That shit
thing.
went
Yeah, that's the
quadruple
thing, though.
cardboard.
And then look who his backup was. He had Ashanti and Lloyd.
Gangster.
He got
gangster.
R&B
No,
singers.
no.
Who the fuck? He can't compete. He can't.
Exactly. Do you
Hey,
understand what they
here-
built him around?
Yo, here's the crazy.
And spit some foxy bars on these niggas. Like, come on, like. what
Yo,
you
here's the
talking
crazy
about?
thing is
You know,
like
yo, Ashanti,
they
come
did
over
not
here, Static,
have
you little Kim over here.
they did not have a good support player like whatsoever.
No,
They
no.
did not have
They
good
didn't have
support
a
player.
supporting cast.
If you look at 50 had like their most bum rapper,
Lloyd Banks.
like
Lloyd
50
Tony
had
Yayo.
50 had
He had Tony Yayo.
yo
had
Tony Yayo literally could have washed anybody else except for like at that point in time Tony Yayo could have washed Ja for real. Like
And his album did better than Ja's.
yo, but that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like
that Predicate Felon did better than Ja's album.
but Murder Inc. put way too much like emphasis and all their eggs in the Ja Rule basket, right? Like Ashanti, yeah, she's still gonna sell. She's still gonna do whatever. She did
but
her
it was
thing.
even before that, bro.
But she's an R&B artist.
When
Right,
they had,
so
when they
that's
had
not
Lil
what
Mo,
But niggas throwing bars at them, like all they gonna throw is shots at Ashanti gonna suck my dick, blah 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 blah. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
everybody
Like,
was getting.
So what she gonna?
most respect to Ashanti, by the way.
Yeah. All respects to Ashanti.
I don't make it. You know what I mean? What she gonna do?
All respects to
Listen,
Ashanti.
It
Man,
was
listen.
a formula for failure.
Yeah,
You knew
it
that
just
once Dre got into the picture with 50, if 50 didn't have that juggernaut of Aftermath and Interscope behind him, it would have been a fair fight. But once you saw the signing, you should have seen the writing on the wall. All right, I got to get some motherfucking spitters in here.
yeah, but you got to look.
They're gonna bar me to death.
Like you got to look at like who brought 50 into the game, and I know that Chris hates him so much, but like you have to look at the
Are you reading my mind right now? Because I was gonna say
you have to look at the coaching
he
tree.
knows.
You look at Dre, then you look at M, then you look at 50, who then begats like his own
a little while ago, man.
Bro, you look at 50
had
brings
an
in
intervention
50
with
brings
him.
in Tony. Well, hang on, Lloyd Banks, Young Buck, and then
Tony Yayo.
So
and then you got the game as an offshoot.
Yeah, and the game came.
The game. Remember, the game first album was a G Unit Records.
Oh, that's
it was
right.
it was a 50
actually,
album. That was a 50 album. 50 gave him his second album and rewrote the massacre for it.
Nah, listen, I ain't gonna put all that on 50. Game, because he came right after that with the Doctor's Advocate with another banger, and then he came right after that with the
listen. Would you listen to the Doctor's Advocate or would you listen to the documentary?
Say what?
Would you listen
Which one would you listen to first?
Yeah.
Would you listen to the Doctor's Advocate or documentary? Documentary was 16 tracks full of fire.
Of course,
yeah. Facts.
It was a non-skippable.
Yeah, no, that whole album.
That one.
Play that. You can play
that. Was a classic to me.
Yo, I remember I went on spring break and we played that front to back, no skips.
One thing, and this is like I said, this was gonna hurt Chris, but the fatal mistake that Ja Rule made was directing himself to the white man. You don't do that. You don't do that. Well, at that time,
why? Because you claim your mother's a crackhead and Kim is a known slut, so what Haley gonna be when she grows up?
And then
he got
the weight of the Interscope Records.
Everybody came at his hat, like
dropped on his head,
bro. They punched.
He went from that to selling you bologna sandwiches and paper tents.
Yo,
That fucking fire
they
fest.
punched every dead ass. They punched every kufi that Ja Rule has ever worn off that nigga's head.
Capo status, Koopy smacker.
Look, I ain't never seen so many uppercuts until like since I was playing Street Fighter, my guy. Like,
nah,
yo,
Rock'em Sock'em Robots. That's what he looked like every time
No.
he went outside.
Y'all might as well just take off your shirts and show your G in the tank tops underneath.
Nah,
you know,
fam.
so
Oh, I got one of those. I ain't got one on.
Nah.
Don't listen. I got one on.
No, stop it.
Don't disrespect the G Unit shit.
Yo,
Please do not
no
disrespect the G Unit tank top.
respectfully,
Because you
fam.
probably have one of those Reebok fucking sneakers.
Respectfully.
Don't tell me.
If
Look,
we're talking
look,
about,
look,
if we're
look.
talking
The red
about,
and blacks, the red and blacks.
Look.
yeah, respectfully. If
Yeah,
we're talking about
respectfully.
New York, it's always gonna be number one for me is Wu-Tang, like flat out. It is always gonna be Wu-Tang.
Well, you know my bias, so you know what
Wait,
I'm
hold
gonna say.
on. Wait, quick. You saying Wu-Tang is gonna be your number one, like what crew, like or like
New York, a
you have
New
an
York
artist,
representative.
Like, Wu-Tang, like
No,
what is it?
I'm saying like crew. I'm saying crew. Yeah, like
Okay.
conglomerate. Dipset number 2.
Okay.
Then you can go into like G Unit cannot.
So you ain't gonna put Rockefeller nowhere in there.
Well,
You really like gonna just really disrespect Rockefeller?
no, bro.
Like they wasn't running the game for about
I'm
7 whole
telling you
years.
my
Hold
bias.
on. Let him give us a beat.
Listen,
go
I'm
ahead,
telling
Double A,
you my
Double A, what
bias.
you got?
My bias coming from someone that lived in Ohio, right? Grew up in
Yeah,
Ohio.
they was getting it in Ohio. They didn't tell you.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, bruh.
They was selling 20s for down there.
Yo, of course. And then also too, like at that point in time, you really had like the split between Jay-Z, like when I was in high school, because we're all around the same age. Like you either had fans of Nas or Jay-Z, right? So
Listen, we're not gonna talk about it right now. We're gonna talk about it probably on the next one. But we're gonna revisit that Jay versus Nas because I have some shit that I gotta get off that.
Oh man, yeah, I need you to.
Woo!
I need
fuck
you
out of here. Nas the king.
Look. See,
Nas
you ain't even from Queens. What the fuck is going on with you? What the fuck is going on with you,
Nas the goat, Nas the goat, nigga.
Listen.
Nas the goat.
Is it Uchi Wally or is it One Mic? But we're gonna talk about that later.
I mean,
nah. We'll talk about it another time.
Nah.
But
I'll take an Uchi Wally right now. I'll take an Uchi Wally right now. Anybody out there that want to play Uchi Wally? Yeah. Anyways,
what'd you say?
I said.
listen. I got my card. I'm a card carrying member. You're not gonna shame me.
You and the whole fan club. That's so dope.
Listen, that man is gonna have a statue right outside of Marcy Projects, but that's later.
Man, okay, so
that's right.
Keeping it pushing. Since we're talking about, because that all stemmed from Bobby. Like that's still crazy to me, right? So
what I was gonna
we just went on a huge tangent, but let's just keep it into music though, like in a music category. So we talk about the Kanye and the Kim shit. So
man,
how you guys? Because I know
listen.
Does this mean that
Kanye? We're gonna get the good Kanye back.
Wait, do we get a?
We're gonna get a graduation.
Do we get a Christian version of 808 and Heartbreaks? Do we get a gospel version of that?
No, he's gonna be fucking hoes within 30 days. He's gonna have some hoes on.
Nah, bro. I need Kanye. And like whatever he does, I personally don't care how he. Yeah, like whatever he's doing out in Wyoming with like the church folks. Yeah, that's
he still ain't paid them motherfuckers, did he?
I supposedly. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
What you mean? You gotta pay your tithes, bro.
Yeah. First of all, Kanye need to pay them people. That's first of all.
Man,
that's what I said. He's still
bro. First off,
before his divorce that settlement goes through, he need to pay them people, and then he take care.
That ain't happening, bro.
Yeah,
first
off, he was hanging out with Joel Osteen. So should we really be surprised that he ain't paid some folks? Number one, number two. Yeah, I got smoke for everybody.
Listen. I just need the old Kanye back.
Yeah, I would like to see
and
old
I think
Kanye.
by the end of this year, we're gonna see the old Kanye back.
I would like
Drinking
to,
liquor, fucking hoes.
well,
I'm
you know
telling
what?
you.
I don't even want that, because I think in regards to Kanye, which is kind of crazy that you say that you don't like Cudi, but like Cudi's been such like an influence to a lot of artists. So you do have
not only an influence, but a writer for his God Kanye. But
yeah,
we're not gonna say that.
Kanye,
But I treat Kanye as Kanye.
We're not gonna talk about that.
I treat Kanye as Dr. Dre in a sense.
in what regard?
In the fact that he'll have more writers in his writing room than most people.
Yeah, but I think a lot of dudes
And
I don't treat him as a lyricist.
But
he's not a lyricist to me. He can make outstanding albums, but as far as a lyricist,
so what is your disrespect for Cudi? We ain't gonna let that go.
Cudi, no, listen.
Like, what's up with that?
I do not disrespect. More power to him. His music is just not my speed.
Man, he literally is the godfather of people like Travis. He's had just as big of an influence on Kanye. Anybody like little, like you got somebody like Little Uzi Vert, Young Thug, like
his content doesn't speak to me.
Yeah, well, content is, but bro,
content don't.
You know, if we talk about Drake, if we literally have a conversation about Drake,
there's a lot of Drake shit that I don't like.
Yeah, and I understand that, but if we're talking about Drake,
I like some of his stuff.
If we're putting Drake,
Cudi, I can't get into it.
Yeah, but if we're putting Drake on the precipice of like he's had this much cultural impact and like he's shaped in like, you know, been a morpher or a collector of styles. Cudi has had his style replicated by so many of these other younger dudes or other artists. Like you wouldn't even have if not for the impact that he had at the point in time in which he did. You either have somebody like J. Cole or Kendrick, like when you're talking about like significant impact in regards to an artist that comes in and like they do something and it just creates such a huge ripple effect. You do have
exactly
people like,
not even just for like a
I understand that.
We're talking about over a decade of artists, like.
But you gotta understand.
I will take that into consideration.
But you should also
and I will listen to a couple things.
Yeah, you should take it
as far as me myself as being a fan. He's just not my speed.
Well, think about it like this. What would your content be if you knew you had as big of an impact as you did? You know that like you've been able to do certain things that have shaped, you know, other people's careers to where they're like eating so much more than you are. And you, number one, aren't even getting paid for that. Number two, you're not even getting the credit for it. So number three, what do you think I'm going to feel like on album number, whatever it is? And then somehow I've got to produce some type of magic. And then people don't want to hear me because I'm sad. Like, man, I wish that, man, he's blah, 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 blah. It's like,
it's not even that he's sad. It's just, to me, what his core content is just not my speed. But now, I will take after the pod. You guys can send me a couple of tracks.
Man, I need to know what his core. What is it?
It's just not my. I've never related to the things that he has to say. Could that be it?
All right. No, we're not gonna chase the subject right here.
Nah, man, we're just gonna let him. We're gonna let him live right now.
No. But once again, I am open to suggestions. Send me a playlist that I can listen to.
Yo, Double A, listen, what you gonna do is we gonna both send each other at least 5 Cudi songs and we gonna figure out like which ones like the right ones to go to send him and make a playlist for him, right?
Oh my god.
We're gonna do 10.
Yeah, like
I am open to those suggestions.
Yo, it's so crazy because like
Chris, if you do that, you guys do that, then me and A, we're gonna pull up 10 Eminem tracks.
Oh god.
See, he don't want to do it.
Oh,
listen, we're gonna pull up 10 essential Eminem tracks.
As opposed to you and how you feel about Kid Cudi, you saying you don't listen to music because you don't like relate to his content, right? I've listened to enough of Eminem throughout his career for me to be able to say, all right, I'm good with him.
Listen. To be honest with you, this topic right here, this deserves its own episode.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
I know.
We gotta dissect that. We gotta dissect all of that.
man,
we're gonna need to unpack
it's like
all of that Eminem vitriol that you hold in your body.
Because for real,
I need to know why.
Here's the crazy thing is like he's like, nah, fam, you gotta understand about Cudi. But then it's
hey,
like,
listen,
okay, bro, but like, what is it about yours like that you don't like about him? And he's
chat.
like, nigga, don't question what I say.
So, we had a Discord chat, and when we were talking about the Slim Shady LP, and he had the audacity to tell me that that's not a classic album.
I mean, it is a classic album because
which one? No, which one?
The original Slim Shady LP.
No. I mean, the Marshall Mathers LP. I'm sorry.
So his his first commercial hit
not the Slim Shady LP, the Marshall Mathers LP, the first mega that launched.
Yeah, dude. If it's the first one, you have to say that.
No, it's the second one technically.
Okay.
Second one. He told me that's not a classic.
The reason why I felt like it is because like I felt like now I'm listening back to it. It's like I don't really like none of these songs like the way I used to.
That's not what you said on the. That's not what you said on the Discord chat. Yeah, because I pulled up the track list and I gave him.
I don't like this song, and then we went through the songs. I said I don't like this one. That one I like. That one's cool. I don't like this one.
Exactly.
Like this one.
So out of 16 songs, he liked more than half of them.
Okay. Yeah.
So what constitutes a classic to y'all?
It's gotta be.
We gotta put that out there.
Yeah. All right. All right. So let's go. Let's go. If we're gonna say what constitutes as a classic, this has to be a equally agreed upon thing that like everybody, and this should be a topic of conversation. So I think we shouldn't like bypass
right now, bro.
But let's stay on track because this is our first episode, and I don't want us to burn.
No, we absolutely will not.
So I want to shelve this.
We have to define.
We're gonna shelve.
Okay.
We
have to define this because this is important.
At the same time.
This is important. So
next podcast we'll bring them up and
all right. So for me,
next podcast
was double A.
Yo,
quick question.
Shoot it.
Double A. Quick question. Now, boom. If we go ahead and we say that now, a classic album for me is 5 mics, right?
Yeah.
Everybody goes
right? Absolutely.
5 mics, right? All right. Now, boom. That means you have to like at least 75, at least 80% more of the album, right?
It's got to be 3/4 of the album that you have to. Yeah, it's
75 to maybe 80%.
Yeah, 3/4 of the album.
That's a high number.
A high number?
That's a high number. Bro, I would say 65% of the album.
Classic is the same
because everybody has fillers. You're not gonna like some of the skits. You're not going to consider that to that. So that's a high number.
So listen. The reason why I say 75 to 80%, right, for a classic is because for a masterpiece, you have to have 100%, right?
Yeah. It's all got
underneath. What's underneath a classic? I mean, what's underneath a masterpiece?
A masterpiece, yeah.
It has to be a classic, right?
Yeah.
So classic is the standard for 100%.
So wait. So if you go masterpiece is like
10 of 10.
It is the 10 of 10. So
Platinum
that is
trophy.
like what you would consider
flawless,
5 mics,
flawless.
right? So
Flawless.
if you go classic, then it's got to be
exactly.
It's got to be 4.
It can't be.
It's got to be. It's got to be. Yeah. So if we're going,
you can't just go from
4.5.
Yeah. Because a classic is like, no matter what, it's at least hit Hall of Fame status, right? So you think about somebody that's like
36 Chambers to me is a masterpiece.
Yeah, 36 Chambers, or oh man, there's so many Wu-Tang albums to me that are like
Illmatic.
Yes,
Illmatic.
Masterpiece.
The Purple Tape is another one.
Masterpiece.
Purple Tape. Supreme Cartel.
Yeah. Yo.
Oh God.
What?
Liquid Swords. Listen,
Liquid Swords. Yes. Okay. Supreme Clientele. We can debate, but Liquid Swords, no.
Actually, I would say if I had to go
Supreme Cartel could be either a classic or a masterpiece, depending on the audience.
No. We gotta have at least another tier because
if I go classic,
albums.
Classic is Built for Cuban Links.
That's a purple tape. That's masterpiece.
Okay. Fish Scale by Ghostface.
Fish Scale was.
Classic.
We gotta have another tier. We got to have another tier.
What? Yo, that is very complete. And
I know.
So much so that it literally begat the second album, which was more Fish.
I'm wrong. I'm gonna say the Pretty Tony was a classic and the Fish Scale was a master. No, damn, you right. You know what? I don't know.
We need another tier, guys.
Yeah,
Listen,
so it's got to be.
We need another tier.
Because the one right before,
masterpiece, classic, and then give me another name.
Tony, right?
You know what? Now we're gonna go look it up. Let's go.
For who goes?
Because there's so many. There's so many.
Like to Cal, a lot of people say it's a masterpiece. No, that was a classic.
When Disaster Strikes by Busta Rhymes.
That's a masterpiece.
Right. And for real, if we're being honest, like Busta Rhymes has like probably one of the most, I think up until he gets to Extinction Level Event, it like from front to back, it was built properly. Like even the skits in the middle, like Busta Rhymes gets he's very underrated in regards to like the complete build of an album. You know what I mean? And him and Luda also had a really good way to build albums.
A first album was a masterpiece, especially because of the way that he entered the game.
Yeah.
But Ludacris, Southern Hospitality.
Back for the first time?
Yep, Back for the First Time. It was actually Incognito, but that was a masterpiece.
The first official drop was Back for the First Time, then it was Word of Mouth, then it was Chicken in Bed. Listen, you ain't got to tell me nothing about Luda.
Of course not.
I hold Luda in a high regards to the South. Like he's one of
the only people that went bar for bar with Mixtape Wayne and on a song and killed it.
Yep.
All right, but I'm all right.
Come on, bro.
Honestly, at one point, Luda was better than Wayne. So let's not just say he was.
For real, he did.
My brother right here just went he did a Olympic style dive out the window.
Yo, I gotta give it. Here's the thing though, is like I can't.
Mixtape Wayne is a different story,
Wayne
bro.
Is crazy, but
it's a different story.
I cannot hate on.
And
Luda.
when the Mixtape Wayne come? How many years?
All right,
give me that
let's
time.
see. Okay, see, he's gonna make me look it up.
Right. I was looking up discographies for Ghostface, which always
because remember Back for the First Time came out like 02, 03? Ludacris, right? At that time, Wayne only had like 1 or 2 solo albums, right? At that time, Luda lyrically was better than half the niggas when he came out with that album. His wordplay, his
so we're gonna
stop playing.
We're gonna see. So, The Drought 3, 2007 to 2015.
All right, and Luda had already been out by then, so you can't compete his mixtape era to when Luda first came out, because that's what I'm saying. At one point, listen.
Luda.
At one point, Luda was better than Wayne in the beginning of his career.
Yeah,
Wayne didn't really develop the top artist he was.
Okay, so
to the Carter.
So Mixtape Wayne went from 2000. What did I say? 2007. So he came out with Theater of the Mind, 2008, and then Release Therapy. So you're gonna tell me that he was better during Release Therapy and Theater of the Mind?
I'm not saying at that point. I didn't say at that point.
No, not at that point. No. So here, all right. I gotta do mediator because I think where where the chief was coming from is that he was saying when he first started, you know, like from his initial like launch pad, right? So his initial
2000.
Yeah, his initial launch
From the
pad.
2000s
If you
to
compare
now,
that to Wayne, if you compare that to Wayne from Wayne's initial launch pad, which Wayne was a young dude
All right,
anyway.
so wait. Back to first time.
okay, all right, wait. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay, so
back
once
in 2000,
again,
Wayne only had one solo album. You gonna tell me his first solo album was better than that? The fuck out of here, man.
what? Okay, all right.
Wayne's
Okay.
first solo
All right,
album
we're
was
not
better
gonna do
than
this.
Back for the first
No,
time.
no.
Listen,
all
we're
right,
not gonna do
hang
this.
on, just
so
answer the question.
500 degree. Wait. Okay, 2002. Back for the first time came out in 2000. 500 Degrees came out in 2002. Then you had the Carter in 2004. Then the Carter 2 in 2005. The Carter Like Father, Like Son.
Now we're gonna go ahead and the first albums, right? Because
First
Wayne
album.
didn't have an album, a solo album at that point. He was only
Yes,
on the
he
Hot
did.
Boy shits, you know what I'm saying?
No, he had The Block is Hot.
The Block is Hot, right? The Block, there you go.
1999.
Block is Hot. And that shit was not better than Back for the First Time.
That shit went platinum, bro. The shit went platinum.
And Back for the First Time, are you talking about Southern Hospitality? We're talking about
Back for the First Time.
Which,
it went 3 times. Okay, it came out in the 2000s, and by the time Ludacris put out his second album, which was
Word of Mouth,
02, he already had 3 albums deep.
01.
He was 2000. He was 3 albums deep.
Who, Wayne?
And Luda was still going platinum.
Man, it depends on where
we can have this conversation.
It depends on where you're coming from.
This is gonna be a lot.
All right, time out. Cause woo, yo, y'all are spazzing today, man. I thought we were coming. We were just gonna pace ourselves.
No, we gotta go. We on go. That's what the people gonna want. We on go.
Oh man,
and that's my brother right there. But
yo,
we gonna have these conversations. You
know
me?
what's crazy is I know, baby boy, you already know, baby. Yo, I can't wait until we like end up doing one of these on like Twitch. So this way, like, oh my gosh, can you imagine when we do one of these in Twitch? Because folks
we're gonna have all types of motherfuckers just chiming in.
Folks are gonna be wilding on Twitch,
bro.
Like,
you tried to impress the Russian judge on that tape.
My background set up over here, you know what I'm saying? This is the first
he tried to really impress the Russian judge with that shit. Wayne Luda was better than Wayne. I can't. I don't know. I can't.
At one point, he was.
I mean, Luda, man, listen.
You know what, fellas? We're gonna put it to a poll after this podcast.
All right.
We're gonna put it to the poll in the group. Back for the First Time versus Block is Hot.
Yeah, man. I'm just over here. I'm from Ohio, so like the best we got, depending on who it is like High Tech. You know what I'm saying? I love High Tech, but you know, yeah, we got Cuddy, so that's why I'm like
MGK, nigga.
Yeah, we got MGK, even though
MGK is not a rapper. Stop it. MGK is not a rapper. No.
MGK is not a rapper. I'm being stupid, but Bone Thugs, bro. Bone Thugs. Wait, y'all.
Let's rein this in because we still got topics.
Bring it back, son. Because I know who we got here. I know who we got here. We also got a lot of funk bands too. You know what I'm saying? Like Zap.
Yes, I know Zap.
You know what I'm saying? So
a lot of West Coast people know Zap.
If we talk about Roger Troutman, then we're talking about like absolute innovators. So
but fellas, we are going off the rails.
Yeah, we're going crazy right now.
We got to go to these topics.
The only reason I'm saying,
because I still need to know.
No, hold on.
Hold on. Let's just let the people know that right now we have topics. You know what I'm saying? But right now this is our first episode.
We are cooking.
We're just going.
We just kicking the shits right now, and we just going. Yes. You know, we just kicking the vibes. You know what I'm saying? So we hope.
I just want to know.
Just kicking it with us. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to know. was Tiger still chasing after these hoes again?
No, man. All right. So
I'm just listen.
Yo,
There's no reason for you to be going that fast and do 57 rolls on the fucking highway when you ain't chasing no pussy.
Listen.
But
It's Black History Month, King. It's Black History Month.
I love him, but these questions they gotta go off.
Nah, fam.
They gotta go off.
Nah, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
Listen, bro. Listen, somebody. I'm here to ask the tough questions.
I know it's Black History. Who asked the tough questions? We ain't gonna do that to Tiger Woods.
Nah, listen, Tiger Woods, y'all, but he was running after some pussy because that GV80, that new Genesis was in shambles,
bro. Hey,
I don't understand why.
I just want to know why. Like look, I will legit fight for people out in public, okay, that I ain't never met in my life. If you say anything ill against Jackie Chan, okay, if you say anything ill against,
I'm not saying anything.
Cristiano Ronaldo. It was just hold on. I gotta get my list off. So you gotta understand.
There you go. Go ahead,
list, bro. If you say anything crazy about Jackie Chan, anything out of disrespect, we fighting. You say anything about Diego Maradona. You say anything about Diego Maradona or Pele.
I'm Spanish, so I've heard stories.
Leo Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo. I promise you, I'm throwing hands and feet.
You never named Tiger Woods, so
nah, I'm getting there, fam. We got a whole bunch. Okay,
so we good. So I can get my off on Tiger, right?
If anybody says anything of absolute disrespect about ODB,
I can't do that.
All right.
I can't do that.
Fighting, you know? I promise you that. I'm drunk in kung fu and I'm coming at you.
He's from the zoo.
Yeah.
Listen. He's from Brooklyn Zoo. I can never do that.
It's a pleasure. I know y'all necessarily. I just need to let people know that may see this down the road. Who, if they say anything ill, Tiger Woods is coming, fam.
I still ain't hear it.
Tiger Woods is coming, bro.
I'm waiting on it.
We gotta get you some people.
I got my drink. I'm still waiting
out
on
here.
that.
Man, let me think. Man, you say anything about Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee? You say anything about ODB? You say anything?
I said 3, right? You went through a whole fucking list of people.
Yeah, nah, fam. And then Tiger Woods.
But Chris, but do me a favor.
Yeah, you can't say nothing about Tiger Woods, bro.
He never once mentioned Tiger.
No, I had to work my way to it. I was trying to find like one more person.
I never disrespected the man.
Nah,
that man has a lot of money. He can do whatever he wants. I just need to know why did you roll over a 2021 Genesis 567 times? And where were you going at this early morning?
It looked like
listen, on some real shit though.
When did it occur? Because like
it happened in the morning.
Hold on one second, King. To piggyback on what he was saying about how there's no disrespect with certain artists and certain people, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's only 3 people for me that you already know I'm gonna fight for, you know what I'm saying? And for me, it's Nas, Nip, and Cole.
Yeah, you don't. Nope.
That's it.
Oh, so you really didn't like that meek little trash ass bar he put out there, did you?
Oh nah, we not doing that.
Oh yeah, we'll save that for another day.
I still don't.
He disrespected.
I really still don't understand why that was even necessary to do. But anyways, digression. Okay. But Tiger Woods, you don't say anything about Tiger Woods. I probably got like 7 folks.
Yeah, because honestly,
fam, y'all are taking this a little bit too far. I just asked a question.
Nah, you want me to keep it politically correct?
Who put you up to this, Omar? Somebody put you up to this. Ah, man.
I just needed to know.
Somebody put you up to this, bro. Somebody put you up to this, bro.
There's no reason for you to break both your legs in the morning.
No, bro. That's the card. That's the card.
There's no
what
reason.
Possibly. I can't speculate. I don't want to speculate. I have no idea when it occurred.
This is our podcast. We can speculate. I want to speculate. Man. I'm thinking he was one of his old hoes said, "All right, let's go."
Nah, fam. Why would Tiger
get here within 5 minutes?
Bro, why would he be driving? If he's Tiger Woods, Why would he?
Why
be
would
driving?
you be driving?
Yeah, why would he be driving if he were going to do that?
Why not?
Tiger Woods.
You don't need nobody. You don't need nobody knowing where you going.
Tiger Woods is balling enough that if he was trying to go somewhere discreetly, he could just get a driver.
Listen.
But if he out there driving,
y'all are defending a man. Y'all are really defending this man that left a voicemail.
I don't think he was creeping. I don't think he was creeping though.
He left a voicemail to delete the voicemail.
Bro,
and he said, "You know who this is?
But that's
Tiger."
Yo,
and then he says, "I didn't do it."
You always bring up old, bro. You always bring up old stuff, bro. You always bring up old stuff.
Do me a favor, delete this voicemail.
Yo,
who this is? It's Tiger.
Yo, that is still the craziest thing.
That is the craziest shit I've ever heard. I can never put myself to that.
Bro,
delete this shit.
I still can't comprehend. I cannot wrap my head around the fact that homeboy got on the answering machine and was like, "Hey, she's gonna call you. So if you could
delete this.
Yeah, please go ahead and delete this and unsave my number. And this is Tiger. God bless it, bro. Yo, fam,
and then it's gonna tell her, I don't know her.
Yeah.
This wasn't me.
Bro, but I will say that the Tiger Woods, the new Tiger Woods doc is kind of interesting. Because like you have a lot of kids, which I feel like
doc?
Yeah, so there's a new doc. Where is it? But it's like a docu series on Tiger Woods. And just kind of gives us more backstory about his dad. And then what led Tiger Woods into being like Tiger Woods, right? So his dad pushed him a lot in regard. He was kind of like a show parent for real. Like he really was. He was a show parent. Because I think Tiger Woods was playing golf at like 2, and it was just the amount of like pressure that was being put on him. Not only by once he was a young dude, he was winning majors. Remember at one point in time, they were like, "Oh, he's going to supersede Jack Nicklaus as the greatest golfer of all time."
That's not happening now.
Yeah, well,
I'm kind of sad about that.
Yeah, I'm sad about that too.
All jokes aside,
yeah,
I wish him well. I wish him a speedy recovery. I just needed to, there was just some questions that, there's many questions in the universe that we need answered.
Yeah.
And that was one for me.
I need more information before I can start asking questions because
they haven't even asked that question yet.
Yeah, all I saw.
Where were you going?
Yeah,
at this rate of speed. At this early in the morning,
it looked like it was a bend on a highway. So wherever it was, it looked like wherever the car fell and rolled, it looked like it went off like an
embankment or something, and proceeded to roll. Yeah. So you must have hit that corner at a high rate of speed.
No, I don't take bro. It don't take much to get off.
That's a brand new car. That's the difference. If I can see if we're talking about, my car, 2001 Montero, that any little wind will make you flip.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
This right here is top of the line.
The way that they had, or where the vehicle, it looked like it was on like a, what is it? Coming from right side going into left. So it's going from right side crossing over into left. And these are just aerial shots. And then it looked like there was a distortion in regards to like level of height, right? So there looked like there was a distortion from like where the road was to where the actual car was. So it looks like there was like a big discrepancy in between like where the road is. And then if he went off, then homeboy was rolling. So there's that. It's just, there's so many intangible things that like I've tried to look at. I've not really been able to like read through certain stuff because I remember Tiger Woods like at the height of Tiger Woods. Like we were all around during that time where it's like,
I love Tiger,
you know what I'm
Woods.
saying?
I loved him at the highs. I still got love for him at the lows.
Right.
But certain I'm gonna get these jokes off.
Oh, you stupid.
Because he's fine. He is in good health. He's recovering.
Yeah, we're
so
praying
these
for you,
jokes are gonna
Tiger.
fly.
We're praying for you,
Of course
bro.
we are praying
Absolutely.
for you always.
Yeah, of course.
But gentlemen, let's I want to switch gears and let's talk about a little bit of wrestling.
So we're gonna jump right into sports.
Yeah.
Oh man. Ooh, buddy. We're getting ready to jump into sports.
I'm a little unprepared for that sports. But,
all right. Well,
no. We could just keep it brief. This is the first episode, so we're gonna keep it brief. So
go ahead, King.
No, because I'm not that well versed in sports either. But we're gonna do it.
But if we're talking about wrestling, man, all I'm gonna say is, and we were talking about this beforehand, I have not kept up with wrestling in any capacity. I do know.
We're here to school you. I know I'm a big wrestling fan.
Hold on, because he wanted to specify this. Hold on 1 second. He wanted to make sure this, for the fans and everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, of course.
I personally have not watched wrestling. I do keep up with like big enough events, but like I know that the Undertaker retired. Homeboy looked like he should have done that a while ago. But he just recently did it last year, right? What was it? Last WrestleMania was
this
like,
year,
or
a couple months ago. But
last year.
So last WrestleMania was the last Undertaker WrestleMania. I haven't watched wrestling, like pro, real stage wrestling, whatever. Since WWC.
WCW
or WCW, excuse me, when it was the WWF versus WCW.
You are showing us that you have
I felt
the minimalist of knowledge.
No, sir. Listen, fam.
And that's not a bad thing, sir.
We're talking. Hang on.
We're here to help you.
When it comes to new school knowledge, when it comes to,
I know. Just keep it 100. You don't know much of shit, but we're gonna guide you through this.
Listen, fam. I do.
Listen, fam.
Listen, fam. See, here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing. I could tell you about wrestling lineages, like the Rhodes family, the Hart family. We can even go all the way back to who was the original Nature Boy before the Nature Boy Ric Flair, right? So then there's people that don't even know that. So we might be talking to some of those people in that conversation, because there's some people that are like, yeah, let me school you real quick. And it's like, wait a minute, bro. Do you even know that like the Nature Boy used to be, there was a Nature Boy before the Nature Boy? Or do you remember who Ricky the Dragon Steamboat was? Do you remember the Junkyard Dog? Do you remember when like all of the small wrestling affiliates before they became and were owned by Vince McMahon, they were just regional wrestling events?
Oh, he's showing out.
Yeah,
he's showing out.
So it's like, we can go there. Or do y'all remember when there was like Vince McMahon?
Like OVO. He's talking about like that company like OVO, which came from which were training camps basically in order for you to make it to the big leagues.
Yeah.
You mean OVW?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You were talking about Drake. Yeah, OVW. Man, we cannot get these acronyms together for diddly squat.
It's okay. Listen.
But
okay, your wrestling
is like more of like traditional.
You're more in the older school to
like the probably
90s, late 90s, 2000.
Yeah, once you see like all of my wrestlers that I grew up with are either retired, passed on, or like retiring, like in the last era or whatever of like the retirement phase. They should be where Triple H is, which I know Triple H is the commissioner or something like that for WWE.
No, he is the heir apparent.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, we already knew. I always thought that was kind of staged, but like at the same time too, it was like, Triple H actually was like, nah, fam, I'm gonna get up in the family business. You know what I'm saying?
When you see billions of dollars and Daddy's little girl's giving you the eye.
Oh yeah, you got to go with it.
I put her in a pedigree too.
Yeah,
I bet he did. I bet he did put her in the pedigree. All right, so yes, Now, bring me up to speed with what's happening. So there's so many different, it seems like wrestling entities that I don't know.
Yeah, it's like different organizations and shit.
Yeah.
Well, there's always the constant, which is the WWE. Then you have the new upstart, which I deem to be WCW 2.0, which is AEW.
Okay. Is that the one
then,
that Dusty, or what is his name? Rhodes?
Yes, Cody Rhodes is the
Rhodes.
owner, along with some of his friends. I think that they're in a good trajectory. There's a small upstart, and they're working their way to where WWE is. And then you have New Japan Pro Wrestling, which they're the old stout. They've been here since the beginning. They have not changed. I am more a little bit towards their wrestling.
Okay.
Just because there's different styles and types of wrestling.
Right.
You have WWE, which is flashy, produced, overproduced.
All right.
Then you
so it's
have
more, yeah.
Go ahead.
I was saying like WWE is just more like storyline oriented.
Polish is more polish.
Got it.
AEW now is just sort of like WCW was before. They're a little bit more rough around the edges.
Yeah, so I like that. I like that. Well, now hang on. Before you get to that, there used to be one. Do you remember? There was one that like the Hardy Boys came from
Impact. TNA.
Impact. Yeah.
They were trying to do what AEW is doing now.
TNA was a company at one point. They was trying to compete with WWE the same way how WCW was trying to compete with them. You know what I'm saying?
They got to that point.
WCW was pretty much like, I feel like at that level, because like there were times
they were at the level.
WCW
they fucked up with creativity. Like they
no,
but
he thinks as far as the national level. That's what he's
I'm talking about, like global recognition,
exposure.
Like bro, that, and y'all, we can talk about this because this is like in my wheelhouse. Like WCW would go off or whatever. Like one would go off and the other one would come on. Like that was
at one point in my house we had to have two TVs.
Yeah,
one was on WCW, the other one was on WWE.
Right.
But to me, I am a diehard WCW fan. Like I loved it.
Same.
They did so much to change the business, in the point that they made WWF, which is now WWE, they made them step up.
Yeah.
That you got to step up your game if you want to come here. One of the greatest factions of all time, the New World Order.
Oh my God, man. The NWO.
That right there was a phenomenon.
Bro. The whole landscape of wrestling.
What'd you say?
The whole landscape of wrestling.
Oh yeah.
That changed the whole landscape of culture.
NWO,
they were culture. There was a culture shock.
I was gonna say I'm almost
there.
positive I have an NWO shirt somewhere.
I have a couple around the house.
But then I have to have them. The most is that you had too many personalities in one group.
Yeah, so they had to split it. You remember?
No, it was not that. Well, that's one reason.
Outsiders coming. You had 6'5". Then you had Macho Man. Then you had
the core. Faction, which was Nash, Paul, Hogan, and X-Pac. That was to me the great X-Pac, 6-pack. Cold beer, I don't give a fuck. But
I want a cold beer for a hot one.
I have his NWO shirt.
Remember, X-Pac
with a 6-ball on the back.
X-Pac used to be the 1, 2, 3 kid.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, to me, that core, that core group right there, they changed the landscape of not only wrestling but pop culture at that time.
Well, I will say this too, because they're almost like oh man, who is a good, so they're almost like the Dr. Dre to like
You mean like the NWA to hip hop? They came in and they drastically changed the landscape.
No, I was actually going to say they're more so like the Dr. Dre. So if you look at Dr. Dre and then you look at Eminem, I would say that like the NWO is Dr. Dre to where like Eminem was DX for WWE. No, because if you look at like when you're talking about like groups that it's like, oh, okay, cool. We are going to do something at this point in time that's literally going to like everybody's going to grab onto it. So you've got NWO. You already know what NWO is. You know where like Dre comes from. He brings like the NWA. They are like supreme game changers. And then like you have or whoever that next revolution of what that original party was. And then you have like the new school that morphs it. Did we lose the chief?
Yes, you might want to.
All right, we back.
We're back. Taking a quick break.
Had to take a quick break. Chief had to go use a little Chief's room. So we were talking about
Chief room, nigga. Fuck you talking
about. That was coming though.
Yeah, we were talking about
wrestling.
Like wrestling. So you were talking about like WCW, and WCW is my jam too. Like if I had to pick, like the height of WCW was to me, I think like the greatest moment in wrestling because it did absolutely made WWE, or at that time WWF, it like made them have to step their game up. And what's crazy
about that is that WWF is that not only did they have to step their game up at that time, but WWF was losing a lot of their top shelf talent at that time.
Yeah.
And not only were they losing it, but they were losing it to the opposition. You know what I'm saying? They were going to WCW.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You lost Hogan.
Rest in peace to the only person to ever show up on the same show in the same night for two different companies. Rick Rude, ladies and gentlemen.
Ravishing Rick Rude.
Oh, yes, word.
He left the company because they were pre-taped. WWF was pre-taped.
Yeah, I was going to say.
He left the company.
Back then they were pre-taped. Because that's how even in the WCW
Nitro was live.
They had
oh man, Nitro was the greatest.
And they had announced it when Mankind had won his title on Raw,
which is one of the dumbest moves they ever did, by the way.
On Monday Night Nitro.
One of the dumbest moves I've ever. They made a lot of dumb fucking moves, but that was one.
Who?
WCW. You should not give
no.
Did you know how many viewers they lost that night? They lost a million
when they would cut
viewers.
When they would cut it?
No, they would just sit there and tell you exactly what's happening on the competing show. So people would like, let's say I'm here and I'm telling you
night when they told them that what happened was that Mankind
everybody
had won
switched to see it. The WWF title, a million people switched over to see it, and they lost that night, and that was the start of their tumble. Like you should never ever think about what the competition's doing. If you're doing something, don't mention your competition or while you're doing it. Like just don't.
It was so much crazy stuff because like I remember like as dude, what was this, like middle school, bro, where like WCW, you knew it was live, but there was still stuff going on in the arena. And this was like before, like the internet was around, but it was like before like the internet where like I can communicate with y'all immediately. And we're
now, like at this
hundreds, we're like hundreds of miles away. So I'm like hitting y'all up like, yo, what happened in the final match of the episode? Like WCW literally had it like down to a science where they would literally like all the live tape shows, they would only be able to go up to a certain point. So you would have like Jim or whoever the ringside announcers that are sitting there and just getting you super amped up and like something's happening. and then it's over, and you're like, yo, what happened?
No, they're famous for the "we'll catch you tomorrow night."
And you're like,
See the thing about
no.
the thing about the wrestling organization is the same thing like what like when you selling your business or selling like your tickets and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the more build up that you have for every the beat that you have or rival, you know what I'm saying, going into the next week, the
Mhm.
more you keep on capitalizing on that shit, you know what I'm saying, especially now with social media. Like these niggas, like that's where I feel like the plateau with wrestling really takes off the most
Right.
because now if you're really a real wrestling fan, you know what I'm saying, like you get to follow these people and they tweet each other, they Instagram each other throughout the week on certain shit, you know what I'm saying, and like, well, I did this to you, and I'm gonna hit you with this, boom, 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 and da da da. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end
Right.
of the day, like you just it's like a storyline, and
Well,
that's
Yeah.
my
why I
thing
feel like
is right now, I'm gonna bring it
WWE,
up
but
to
hold on.
normal.
But hold on for a second. Like WWF, that's what I felt like that at one point, that's why I stopped watching them. It's because this storylines became so repetitive. And
Yeah.
it became to the point where it was like it's the same shit all the time. You know what I mean? So that's why I started looking for different companies like TNA, you know what I'm saying, and Ring of Honor and fucking you know what I'm saying, Lucha Underground and now
Yeah.
AEW, you know what I'm saying? So that's
Well,
why I love wrestling.
that's the one
Like
thing
I
that I
just
can
love it for
say.
the like,
I can say WCW did a really good job of
sport.
being able to bring in like multiple genres of wrestling, right? Because if you look at it, like there was a huge and oh, I know you brought this up as well as like you have like Japanese style wrestling. You have
Yeah.
you
Mhm.
have like the flashy dashy razzle dazzle, which is like American wrestling. I mean, there's still even like other places where you could look. You've got like uh yeah, well, I guess there's like some South American stuff there, but I guess that would fall more so into like MMA than it would, um, in regards to
Mhm.
like wrestling. But you've got like the Lucha Libre. So WCW was bringing in like really good talent. You had like Rey Mysterio Jr. Oh man, what was the N64 game that you had? It was Rumble at
No, WCW versus NWO
Uh,
Revenge.
yes, yes,
Revenge.
that is
Yeah.
easily the best.
Please put some respect on Revenge.
No, Revenge
That game
was the
was one
greatest
of
wrestling
the
game.
best
It's the
games
greatest
ever.
wrestling game of all time.
No, because then you have WrestleMania 2000,
Bruh. I don't
which
care about I don't care about
they
none of that.
they built upon Revenge, but all those were the Aki engine, which, to be honest with you, was one of the greatest engines ever made for a wrestling game. Like to this day, I think I still have
Yeah,
that
like I
game
can't wait for
somewhere.
yo.
The
Have you
AEW
seen?
game, they're
I can't
using
wait for
them.
AEW's fucking version of the wrestling game come out.
Oh,
That
okay.
shit's gonna be so fucking fire. Like me and my son are fucking advocate watchers of this shit on daily,
Bro,
like on a weekly basis.
there's so many
And not
things.
just the watchers, but like we want to know everything about I follow them on social media and shit like that. Like,
Yeah, see,
listen,
I'm
bro,
not
I love
there. I'm
wrestling.
not there. Maybe I need to get back into it. I know there's a
Well,
couple things that I watch
trust
where
me,
like people
But
are
with
it's
this
the
really
same way how
podcast,
some people
this
may some
podcast is
say
gonna
you
we're
see the
gonna guide you
same
through that journey.
way how have like a boxer. See, the same way how some people may have a boxer, they may have like a basketball player, they may have like a soccer player, a football player, somebody who they feel like athlete wise, you know what I'm saying,
right.
is like this is their goat, you know what I'm saying, or the high standard for that sport, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Shit they like for wrestling fans, you know what I'm saying? So like the only difference between us and y'all, you know what I'm saying, or those other sports and everything, is that maybe ours is a little more choreographed, but in the same sense, people still get hurt. Like
Oh
motherfuckers
yeah.
get hurt doing these
Yeah,
shits.
no, no, no. And that's the thing too, is like, bro,
Like,
there's so many
like
crazy.
that's one thing I say. They say that it's fake. It's like I don't. You can't fake smack somebody in the face with a chair or some
No,
shit
and
like that,
then
or do some extra shit,
if you
or
look,
just slamming somebody on the mat. Like
if
it
you
may
look
not
at
hurt
what
you the
those
same way
mats
the
are
other
made of,
one.
if you look at the ring, yeah, no, dude. Like if you look at the ring, it's
Listen,
still
I have been
sport.
in a wrestling ring.
Yeah, no,
That shit is not to be played with.
yeah, no, that's
If you
not
don't know how
a
to fall,
trampoline.
it's the same exact thing as if you're falling almost on concrete.
Yeah, no,
It's not to be played with.
No, you're right.
But to cap this off, because we've been here for a while now, guys.
Dog.
We have been here for a minute, and we got to save some content for the next one.
Man,
like, we really
do. There's still gonna be so much more stuff.
This. You know what this is? This is a little.
This is just the
them,
appetizer.
you know what I'm saying?
This is the
little,
appetizer.
like here, we
for
gonna
the
throw them out there,
main course.
Like here, you know what I'm saying? Like come fuck with us. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
This is not even structured the way we had envisioned it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
The way we had talked about throughout our group chat earlier today. You know what I'm saying? Like
man,
we had topics and everything we didn't reach and everything.
No, there's so many things.
We picked and choose though.
But there's so many things that we still haven't got to, and that's the crazy part about it. Just because like we can go into so much depth, and the wildest thing about it is just like being in the Facebook group, right? Because it's a private group.
Goodness.
It's a private group, but like just the amount of stuff that comes in.
The C.D.B podcast, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we here.
Listen, this is only the beginning, y'all. Like, listen,
you know what I'm saying?
This is some legendary shit that we're doing right now.
Oh my goodness!
I want to personally thank the architect, the creator of chaos, the chief himself. For bringing me on board. He saw the vision. I appreciate it, and then I got to meet another cool person, which is Shogun.
Hey,
this guy right here. We're gonna talk. We're definitely. This is gonna
Shogun
be
is our
something.
part. Shogun is our. Not only he's not only our parts, but he's our fucking like he's more.
No, he is the guru. He is the guru of everything.
Yeah, he's
everything technological.
Man,
in regards to this business right here that we're starting. So I give him a round of applause.
He's on course. Right here. He's
man, that's humbling. That's humbling. Listen, but man, it's all practice, and it was all working its way up to something. I've been on like a bunch of different podcasts too, and I think just from the sheer enthusiasm, talking to other people and like getting all geeked out on the podcasts is like. They wanted it to be absolutely perfect, which I was, kind of when I originally started off, I was in that boat. But now at this point, just having done enough of them to understand that it's going to be repetition. I think what more so got me super excited about this versus any of the ones that I've done in the past is just from like, the natural conversation that we've had just because we've like communicated so much, so like not just between us, but it's like other people that have been in the Facebook group. There's people that have been in like the other groups that we've been in on Facebook. So it's just been so much like, all right, I gotta just talk to my family real quick, which we're talking to people in the family here. And then I was like, well, these fellas are just as excited as I am, so let's go.
Oh, we lit. We lit. This is only the beginning, y'all.
Oh man. Other day was crazy. Like even before we recorded this, it was wild. And we were on that. I think that was like almost 2.5 hours.
And that was just a talk.
We were just kicking it.
Kicking it.
Yeah.
So we gotta bring we're trying to bring that energy every week to this.
And then just to piggyback off of what both you guys said, you know what I'm saying? It's like like when I had thought about the whole idea, you know what I'm saying, about relaunching my podcast, you know what I'm saying, because like everybody knows, I had tried to do this beforehand, you know what I'm saying, I did a few episodes here and there, you know what I'm saying, but I never really had like a consistency with hosts and everything like that, and not only just a consistency of hosts, but I felt like it was just like a good like mesh. And then, going through our Discord, you know what I'm saying, and then talking about, and then even before the Discord, like I even spoke to AA, you know what I'm saying, And me and him, we were speaking about that, you know what I'm saying, before I even brought you into the table. Oh, you know what I'm saying, me, like, because remember, the first night, remember, when I told you, I said, yeah, I was talking to another guy. I want to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, he's trying to come on board with us too, you know what I'm saying, or otherwise this is going to be me and you know what I'm saying? And then I was, so when Double A hit me back, and I was like, you know what, yeah, this could work. This is perfect. I feel it. And it's like, before, like,
I felt it within the first 5 minutes
throughout
of
the
talking to
course of
Double
this
A.
week.
Oh yeah, no, it's just been, I've been super geeked out for today. So like, shout out to y'all for real, because I think even just going through hassle like today was crazy, just because I was having so many technological issues with my 9 to 5, just stuff, because it's like I'm working from home. And I'm like, yo, what is happening? And I was like, all right, I just got to get whatever that is out of my system and like get away from whatever the device is. And, like, let me just go try technology somewhere else. And, we were able to figure out what we were trying to figure out within such a short amount of time that I'm like, oh, okay, this works. Right. Because it's like, this works. Like all these things work. So it's dope. We can just do it from this. And,
yeah.
Even from here, like just looking forward to it, because I don't like, even, where most of the time too, and I know you guys can probably attest to this. Oh, and from your experience, Chief, from your experience, is like when you get to a certain point, you're like, oh, I gotta record some stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like it almost drags on you. Whereas like for this, I was like, all right, I gotta hurry up. Gotta go get something to eat. I'm gonna link up with the fellas.
He wasn't excited.
Yeah,
he wasn't excited.
Absolutely. So, which I'm sure,
I 1000%. That's why I felt like the way it was with my old co-host. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why even when O came to me, when I came to O and I was telling O about the whole idea of launching it with, you know what I'm saying, and having bring you aboard, and it's like Omar came on. He was like, "Yo, maybe we should not do it like with our names. You know what I'm saying? Like we should do it. We just having a name for a brand."
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know what? That is so fucking dope. That's what we should do. I don't want it to be based off of, I don't want to be the A mic. I don't want you to be the A mic. I don't want you potentially Double A when you came on, you know what I'm saying? Like
to me, this is just
you heard about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to be A mic. I want everybody to be able to talk, you know what I'm saying, and each other give our space, get our shit off, you know what I'm saying? Not,
well, that's the thing.
Maybe we may cut each other off, but at the end of the day, like we allow each other every space, you know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
There's no A mic. This is a conglomerate. This is a group, you know what I'm saying? Like,
listen, once again, I'm gonna say this one more time. This is the first episode.
Yo, and that's
there's gonna be hiccups.
Like
there's gonna be bumps in the road. But what we gotta do is keep the mission. The mission has to continue.
And for anybody,
in the great words of Nip, the marathon must continue. We got to keep this going. And
for
anybody, we're gonna get everything.
I was gonna say, anybody that's out here watching. So here's the important thing. This is the second time that we've all been on video, and then just speaking. This is like, so I need you guys to understand, this is literally the second time that like we have been on video, and this is the first time that we've recorded it. Because like the first time we spoke for hours, right? So we spoke for hours.
Get the concept together.
We've been talking.
Now it's just that we just vibe.
Yeah, we've been talking like at such a high rate for such a long period of time in like different places, in like different groups. So like, and none of this is fine. Oh man,
I am honored. We are honored and privileged to bring the vibe of those hours to y'all, and we're gonna do this every week.
This is it. It's just all practice. It's just all practice. This is all.
But
hey,
gentlemen,
this is only episode 1. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, episode 1.
And it's great. We're not only that. Let's also let them know. Listen out there, all right. Before we sign off, I want everybody to get their shameless plugs on their fucking social medias and where they can find you guys at. You know what I'm saying? And so that way they can follow us, because we are going to be building a C.D.B. Twitter account, and we're gonna be building a C.D.B. fucking Instagram account. We have
And
a
Discord
Facebook account
server.
right now.
Oh
We have
yeah, all those
group
things.
And
We're on the
Instagram
and a Discord
account. Listen,
server. Or everything. We're going to be
Man,
letting you
quit
guys
giving
know
away
where
the
to
sauce.
follow us. You know what I'm saying?
listen,
But right
listen.
now, I want you guys to follow us all individually and follow us into that pack while we go on this journey. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Well, you can
So-
follow me on
So anyway, all right. So from
Instagram
go
at
ahead.
Varsity Son UJV. That's gonna change soon because that's gonna have C.D.B. in it. So I'm gonna for right now is Varsity Son UJV.
Hey.
And for those that know, if you know, you know, see me in the Discord. You feel me? You'll find me. I'm talking that shit all over the place.
Man,
You
that's
already
where
know.
that's where he getting his
You already
super
know.
bag.
That's
where
we get super lit.
O gets in his super bag.
If you know, you know. The vibes are
Super.
there. And you'll see me there later, but the vibes are always happening. You feel me?
Look up
Chris
here.
will tell you. The vibes is
bag.
amazing.
Nah, the way the spring got froze on your fashion style, bro.
Yo, fam. He gets to the bag.
The bag. Let's go.
Like,
gotta get to it. Why not?
Elbow deep.
Listen,
deep.
you gotta dig in that bag. That's when you know it's a problem. Let them know,
man.
Chris. Let them know. What can they follow you at? Of course, you are
Yeah,
the creator.
fact.
Chaos.
No. Go ahead, double A. Go ahead, double A. What's
Oh
up
man,
with you?
I got so many places. Man. So you can find me on Facebook under Ahun the Shogun, just like you see it. It's either going to be underscore or period in between A and H. You can find me on Instagram, Ahun the Shogun or the Aaron Hunter, one of the two. I got burners for burners next to burners. And then also on Twitter, you can find me on Ahun the Shogun. You probably might see about 3 or 4 of them come up. Those are all me. Again, burners on burners next to burners with burners. So, yeah, Ahun the Shogun
over there.
Arsenal gang. Shout out to my boy Pablo, also with the Never Press podcast. We're going to be bringing him in so we can try and add some more variety to this, which is not just in this one. But this is like we are building the absolute sanctuary. So
brand.
Like this is
like the brand.
This is
where you can
all types of stuff.
Go ahead, King.
No, you already know.
Listen.
This is all
to sum it up. This is just only the beginning.
Yeah, no.
This is the beginning of the new world order of podcasting right here.
Voltron. We're building Voltron. Pretty much.
Voltron. Listen, we can't tell them too much because they're gonna try to copy the style.
Nah, there's really like here. Listen, here's the funny thing that I always say.
Major figures is happening.
Here's the funny thing that I always say, and this is part of the reason why I turned into the Shogun because this is clan style. So if you look at Shogun, it was a military leader of samurai, and second most powerful person next to the Emperor of Japan.
The Emperor. Yes, sir.
So I will say this: we can give away like a whole bunch of sauce. It's really just based down to execution. Most people like put themselves out of the game because their consistency is flawed. I have been doing this for a long enough period of time that
your shit.
It's going to I'm always going to be here. It just so happened
that you see that shit.
That
I like
enough,
that. I love it.
Enough people figured out, oh, homeboy's dope. Oh, okay, yeah, we're on kind of the same speed. Yeah, we're going 75 in the fast lane. Catch up or get left behind. If you have static or friction, I keep swords on me at all times. And if I need to pull out a non-lethal weapon, I can always pull out nunchucks because I know how to use those too. Like, yes, listen. I am like the Ghost of Tsushima.
Look at that man talking
like
this shit.
The
that
Super
shit.
Shogun.
You love to see it.
Like,
you know what I mean? See it.
Like, bro, yeah, no, for real. Like,
you love to see it.
Like, it's not. I can teach myself most things, but I really just need to find enough people that are trying to, like, just build absolute.
We're
legacies. Like, it's not about, yeah, I just want to live a life and get my 9 to 5 white picket fence. I can retire. Like, no, I'm trying to retire myself in about 5 years.
Yeah.
Like,
Let's
so
go.
I'm on
Let's
that
fucking
type
go.
of mission.
That's a fact,
So
King.
anybody
That's a
All
fact,
right.
King.
like, we understand in a short amount of time, this can go from like
0 to
zero to
100,000.
1,000. You know what I'm saying?
Thousand.
So that's
But,
where like I appreciate all these dudes and all these fellas. I know I have talked for way too long, but yeah.
Nah, listen. You love
You
to
know what I'm
see it.
saying?
You
The
gotta
Shogun,
tuck your shit.
the
You
Shogun
just
is
gotta
like
let
my,
him know.
No, listen,
you know,
Chris,
listen here,
creative
man.
chaos.
yeah, man.
Let
Shogun
him
is
lead us out.
Listen here. Listen. Yo, double A, OE, you already know, you know what I'm saying? Like, we out here, you know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna let them know, because at the end of the day, it's like I said, the vision I had when I had thought about it, right? Now I'm gonna do my shameless plugs, you know what I'm saying? You can follow me, Chief Chris, you know what I'm saying? Formerly the Chief Chris Podcast Group, now known as the C.D.B. Podcast Group, you know what I'm saying? On Facebook, you know what I'm saying? And you can also go ahead and hit me up on my social media, Chief Chris 929, which is on my Instagram, and which is on my my Twitter. You know what I'm saying? So hit me up. Yep, you already know, King. You know.
Yep, we there.
You know, Chief Chris 929. You know what I'm saying? That's me. You know, so follow me on those. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said before, the Twitter account will be made shortly. The Instagram account will be made shortly. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to continue on. Once again, like I want to say, any artists out there, we are encouraging you guys, and I will personally come.
Please hit us up.
Yeah, I will personally come out the pocket.
Oh, no. That's a back end conversation, because you ain't just gonna do that on.
Hold on.
No,
listen,
we're gonna have that later.
We will. We'll work on it. But you know, anything about $1, we're gonna have that convo.
We're gonna have that convo.
Anything about $1, we're gonna have that convo later. But
just at the end of the day, artists, reach out to us. Reach out to us.
Yeah,
reach out to us. We are open. Our DMs are open. Ladies, our DMs are open too.
People under our team, you know what I'm saying?
Ladies, our DMs are open too. But that's a different story for a different time.
Mixie boy.
Listen, you know what I'm saying? But like,
to end this all off, I got something. Let me just say one more thing.
Let me get.
Well, King, hold on, King. Let me finish my shit.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
You gotta get his grimy off.
I'm sorry.
He hit me with the screen. He hit me with the screen. Not that he was a legal screen. He's like, hold on.
He was like, hey, ladies, DMs is open. Let me get this off. All right. So, like I was saying.
Yo, y'all put me on blast, bro. I was trying to get that shit off.
Do we need to mute? Do we need to mute you, E?
I was trying to get that shit off quickly.
You know, just follow us. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. Well,
just
what I was gonna say is a little bit
from the CBD, you know what I'm saying, and follow us down. Go ahead.
Big facts. Let's go.
Listen.
Go ahead.
Listen. This is only the beginning. We here. We here to stay. This is C.D.B. That's all you can tell you. Get with us and get lost.
Man,
it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Listen, I'm
talking fast in the great words of Lil Wayne. Either I'm talking fast or you listen to slow. But trust and believe. We here. It's now.
Man.
It's now.
Just wait till we get out the dojo.
Oh my God.
I can't wait.
Right? We in the dojo now. Just imagine this.
Yeah.
You see it.
You know what I'm saying? Height. Height, respect.
Fellas, it's been a great time.
Yo, this has been dope.
I will talk to y'all, and we gonna keep going. This. All right.
All right. Peace, y'all.
Boy, Double A Shogun. It's your boy fucking OE. We out of here.
We out of here. Peace.
Hey.